welcome back to the homestead. My name is Lynn. If you are new here, great big welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Still continuing to get through these freezers of ours before the end of July. So I have space for all the things that are going to be going into the freezer very soon. And I've been doing a lot of meat, but in my scrounging through the freezers, I love that word. Aiden had never heard it before, and he's just like, that's a weird word, so I've been using it a lot lately. Anyway, in my scrounging into the freezers, I found a big bowl of last year's elderberries. And I've worked through a lot of last year's elderberries, but these were the last ones. And my bushes this year are full of green berries right now. I mean, full. I do plan on dehydrating a lot more of them this year for tea, but until then, I have a lot of these frozen ones. And I was gonna dehydrate them, but I said the heck with it. We still had a lot of new ones coming, so I'm going to make up a big batch, or a small batch, I guess, of elderberry syrup for cold and flu season that is coming sooner than we would like. I have some already canned. Now the stuff I have canned has no sweetener added. Normally I would sweeten this with honey, but you don't want to can that because all the goodness of the honey, all the good things you get from honey will be boiled away. So you have to open that, add the honey, and then proceed to take it how you need. Which is great, but I'm like, I want to make some that's ready to go, just in case. Like, I don't even want to have to take that step with the honey. And honey is expensive here, and it's precious here in our house. So I have organic cane sugar. I'm going to make a full batch of syrup, so this elderberry syrup. So this way it's ready to go when we need it. So I've already started a little bit, and I'm just going to continue on with the recipe. I will share the link down below of this recipe because this is using cane syrup, sugar. If you do not want to use sugar, you would skip all the sugar part. Go ahead and can it like we're going to do, but for now, we're going to make this with the organic cane sugar. So in my big pot here, or I should say yesterday, I got all the berries out of the freezer, let them thaw, put them into a pot just till they were covered with water. Not a lot, just till they were covered with water. Brought it to a boil, then put it on simmer for about 10 minutes. And then I strained all the berries, and I let it sit for a long time so I can get as much juice and as much elderberry concentrate as I could. And then it was getting near the end of the day, and I thought, I'm going to share this all with you all tomorrow, so I put it in the fridge, and I've now put it back into the pot with 4 cups of organic cane sugar. I know it sounds like a lot, but stay with me. 4 cups of organic cane sugar, and about this big a piece of fresh ginger. That's the only thing I had to buy for this recipe today, and it cost me 3 cents at Walmart because it was this big. I peeled it and then I minced it just like I do with my garlic, and that's what's in the pot so far. And to that, we're going to add some cinnamon, some cloves, and some lemon juice. So this is to taste. I'm going to share with you the way we like it. It's kind of a mismatch of several recipes, so I will definitely share them with you. So we are going to add, if I can get it out, I guess I got to get some cinnamon. 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons of cinnamon, and I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg and a 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. Mainly because we're not huge clove, but it needs a little bit. I've tried not putting clove in at all, but it needs just a tiny bit. So we're just going to add, I'm not even going to add a full 1/4 teaspoon, maybe an 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then just 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. This helps the pH level so we can can it. There's a lot of information about the pH of elderberries and all that. So I don't have pH strips to make sure my pH is strong enough and all that. So I am just going to add that lemon juice just to help it. And I am going to use my pressure canner right here today, but I'm going to use it as a water bath canner, which I have not done yet. It actually ends up being like a steam canner, which I'm really excited about because I almost bought a steam canner and then I realized, wait a minute. So we're going to bring this to a boil. Once it's boiled, we're going to lower it the temperature down to a simmer and simmer this for a half hour. So while this is simmering, I'm going to get all my jars, including a couple extra, because I'm not sure. I think this might fill more than 4. I'm not sure. Maybe I better get a couple like different size ones, maybe like smaller size. Okay. Smells amazing.
My wish is that you don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. I'm running, and you should too, and hit that subscribe button. I know what you've been asking yourself. How can I make a difference? I'm just one person.
I can make a difference, but I'm just one person.
Well, my friends, I'm here to tell you that it's free, quick, and easy. Share this video on your social media and make that difference today.
Okay, so that's simmered for a half hour, and I have a little ladle, and one half of the ladle has holes, and I did try and scoop out some of the minced ginger. I'm sure I left a few pieces, but I got the majority. In a perfect world, I would have put the minced ginger in with the berries yesterday when I made the juice, but I didn't have any fresh ginger, and I just did not have time to go to the store yesterday and get it between all the appointments. So now I'm scooping them out. But ideally, you should put that minced ginger in with the berries when you're making the juice. Or you can actually use powdered ginger, which I have done, but I did want to make this batch with the fresh ginger. So I see a few pieces in there. I'm not going to worry about it too much. It's very small pieces. So now we're going to ladle our jars, and we're going to leave a 1/2 inch headspace. You've all seen me fill jars and put the lids on and everything. I'm gonna just do that off camera because you've seen it a million times, and I'll take you over to the water bath canner and we'll see how that's gonna work. I have to get my book out because I've never done the water bath canning in that. But I also want you to stay tuned too, because I am going to let you know, friends, just how much you are going to save making your own organic elderberry syrup versus buying one bottle of it or several bottles of it. It's shocking and it's amazing, and I can't believe how much you're going to save. So my 4 pints and my 4 half pints and my 2/4 pints, that's what I end up getting, are in here. I filled this with hot water just to my jars are covered, okay? I'm looking at my book because, like I said, this is the first time I've done it. Close the lid, okay? Make sure this is turned to exhaust, got it? Press water bath steam, so that's down here. Hit water bath steam time, which is 40 minutes, and that's for both sizes of these jars. Oops, too far. Hit start. Okay, that's supposed to do that. The unit will begin to boil in 20 to 25 minutes. We'll see that constant stream of steam coming out. Press start again when the constant stream of steam is seen. Okay, so we're not gonna leave too far from here. While we're waiting for that to do what it's gotta do, let me tell you how much you are going to save making your own elderberry syrup. You probably see smoke boiling out of my ears because I figured out all the math. Math is not my buddy. And I admit I got a little bit of help from David and Aiden to make sure I did it right. So if you were to buy an organic elderberry syrup, a very good brand, the best price is on Amazon, and it would cost you, I wrote it down here, for the same amount I made today, the same milliliters, it would cost you $150. That is for 1,250 milliliters. Okay? That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Now, if you were to make your own like I did, and I figured out all the math, so the only thing I had to pay was my organic sugar, my 3 cents of ginger, my 1.5 cents of cinnamon, my 1.5 cents of nutmeg, my 1.5 cents of cloves, and that's generous. I don't even know how much you would say, but I'm just gonna half of what I paid for the fresh ginger. It's probably even less, but all that adds up to about $6.09. $6.09 for this whole batch of elderberry syrup versus $150. I mean, that's just crazy. Now, what if you're saying, Lynn, I don't grow elderberries, but I still would like to make my own? It's still cheaper, because I did the math for this too for you. If you get, I have a very good resource, I'll leave it down below. They are from Amazon. They are very good quality, organic, grown elderberry, dried elderberries. I believe they're from Niagara, Ontario region. They're very good quality. Even if you have to buy them and they're $28 and that's what you would buy to make this batch, it still is only going to cost you $54.09 to make the same amount, even if you have to buy the elderberry. Sorry, our sump pump's going because we had a lot of rain here again the last couple of days. Even if you buy the elderberries, $54.09, that's still a savings of almost, $100 versus buying it. And it's always there ready. You don't have to worry about running out. So I think it's worth it. And I did all this within a half hour. It took me a little longer because I decided to make them in smaller jars instead of the full pint jars, because I just thought, family of 4, and once you open it, you've got maybe 2 weeks in the refrigerator. Once you open this, you need to refrigerate it. And God willing, if we're healthy enough, we won't be going through it as much. So it's definitely worth it to have it right there, always ready to go. You're not worrying, especially if it's the middle of the night and you're feeling sick. And I am not an expert. I'm not an herbalist. I do a lot of research, so please do your own. I know I know pregnant and breastfeeding women cannot take elderberry, so keep that in mind. There's a couple other things too, so do your own research. But we find, like, as soon as we start feeling like we might be coming down with something, we start taking some every day as a preventative. And then if we do come down with something, we tend to take 1 to 2 teaspoons up to 4 times a day. And that's for the 4 of us who are adults. There's different amounts for children and everything. And I've shared all that before in another video. And if I remember, I will link that somewhere here so you can see I had a chart and everything, I think, in that video. But yeah, I love making my own elderberry syrup, and that gets that big bowl of elderberries out of my freezer. And hopefully the elderberries will show up before we go on vacation so I can get them all dehydrated, because if not, the kids are gonna have to pick them for me and put them in the freezer, but at least the other bowl is gone. So I'm still waiting for that to come up to boil. And I will definitely mark these as full made elderberry syrup, because like I said, the other ones don't have the honey in them. You could still take it even without the honey, but the honey kind of makes it taste a little better. And there's more shelves and more things out of my freezer. So we are still rolling along with Just Can It, friends. And I'm so happy to read all of you that are rolling along. I also went live yesterday and something has happened, and it was not a good live, because I guess for the first 10 minutes I was completely mute, did not realize it. So I had to attach a microphone. I mentioned in a live a couple of things, so I thought I'm just gonna share it here for those, because the live is not showing up anymore as a replay. First, I canceled memberships to my channel a couple weeks ago. Thank you to those of you who did sign up. I appreciate it. It meant the world to me. But I just don't have the time to give what you all deserve for being a member on my channel. Extra videos, different lives, things like that I had promised. And I did not feel right still taking, even if it was only 99 cents a month, I still did not feel right taking that 99 cents a month away from you and not giving you what I promised. So I have stopped all memberships. It may not be forever, it may be forever, but for now, there's no more memberships to my channel. Second, we got busy. We have 2 weeks left of Just Can It. So I am planning, I have many, many videos planned for that for the rest of the month. And starting August 1st, the Every Bit Counts Challenge, hosted by Jessica over at 3 Rivers Homestead, begins. And I am so excited. This is my 3rd year participating in this challenge. I'm so excited. I look forward to this all summer. And I am going to be sharing a video with you every single day, the month of August, for Every Bit Counts Challenge. And to be 100% transparent, I am filming videos for that week Dave and I will be away on vacation, so I don't miss any weeks. I have filmed a whole week that have happened in July that you will see in August. So I just want you all to understand that they won't be in real time. They'll be a couple weeks old by the time you see them, but I wanted to make sure I kept my word and had a video every day in August. So I'm really excited, looking forward to that. I also plan on sharing our trip to Maine in a special video coming up in September that I'm really excited to share with all of you. We have not been to our hometowns in 8 years, and we are missing it. And we are hopefully going to be looking at some properties in that down there too for a possible move when we hope to leave Ontario. So we have lots of things planned. And soon I will be talking to you about Stock It September. I will be hosting that open collaboration again this year. I'm very excited to be doing this. It was such a success last year. I had so much fun, and I love the open collaboration because more people can join that way. and I'm changing up things a few, and I am adding a few things. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned. More information will be coming about that in August. And I'm going to try and go back to doing lives. The live yesterday was actually me opening my Ireland subscription box. And I've decided going forward, that is probably how I'm going to be opening the My Ireland boxes, is during lives. I just have to figure out the timings. I know evenings are more convenient for people, but day is more convenient for me versus evenings. We'll see. I'm going to try. I have 2 more boxes to receive to get my full year that David got me for our anniversary. September's box, I got a box last September. That is going to determine whether I go on with my Ireland box. I don't know if it's going to be the same things that you get every month after that first year. And if that's the case, then I'm not interested in still getting the same things. I've kind of tried to look at past boxes on the social media sites that they have, and it's confusing to me. I can't tell. So September's box will definitely let me know if it's the same things I got last September. Well, then we probably won't be going forward anymore. I kind of think she's going to have some new things because she was at a market over in Ireland and in Dublin, I think it was, and she saw lots of neat things that she wants to add to the boxes that we're going to be seeing. So I guess there will be some new things. So I enjoy getting it. It's a great gift. I love, because David knows how much I love Ireland, but the videos don't do so great when I film and share them, and that's fine. You know, not everyone is going to like that. It's maybe not my niche. It's probably the wrong thing to do. That's why I thought a live would be a great way to do that for those of you who do still enjoy them. And if you can't catch the live, if it works, you'll get the replay. So that was a lot to tell you all today. So until then, friends, take care. God bless. Keep canning. Get those freezers empty for next month. Every Bit Counts Challenge. It's coming right around the corner. See you all soon.